sounded excellent on AM. You sounded just like you sound on sideband. So if you wondered how you sound, that's how you sound.
I just ain't making no power on AM, though. I'm going to have to get that straightened out.
Well, like I said, you get your drive levels and everything situated when you get that EQ hooked up, and that'll be a different story.
Well, even on my ICOM, I didn't make no power on sideband with the sideband radio. That's why I was always talking AM on my Galaxy.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the biggest drawback with this setup is the lack of power on AM.
Yeah. Well, you know how you can combat that is just hook a driver to it, and just drive it a little bit harder.
Well, I done that. I put a little modulator in, and it throws a pretty heavy dead key on this amp, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of a dead key you ever had on it, but I was driving a little 2-pill into it just then. It was putting about a 400-watt dead key on it.
I think when I was doing it, Henry, I had it dead key. Now you got to think now, the maximum dissipation for a 3500 is 500 watts. That's why it says it's a 3-500. So it's good for 500 watts of plate dissipation. So you should be able to run, a pretty good little dead key. Let the amp dead key, maybe 200 watts or so, and just let it swing forward. Oh, man, a cup of coffee would be great. We're down here in South Carolina. I drove there in South Florida. We're hearing a lot of Florida stations tonight. That's kind of strange. Normally, we don't hear it this time of year.
I've been jumping around, man. Everywhere. Everybody's talking all over. Hey, you have a good one.
I drove there, buddy. You have a good one, too, there. Thank you for coming in here. 0497 over here.
Did you say 210?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, good evening to you down that way, 210. Good to hear you in there. You got number 7 up here on this end.
All right, guys. Y'all stay warm up there.
All right, brother. Take care down that way now. 73's number 7. We clear.
Number 7, just for a short. You got Jerry here, Echo Foxtrot 007.
Okay, 007 was sounding good up here in the upstate of South Carolina this evening. I hope you're doing well.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, doing just fine. Been working on rotors and antennas all day long. And I want to tell you, my antenna is absolutely on the ground. And I just had to give it a shot there. It's a 6-element beam. And I heard you in there. Well, I was in the other room working on that rotor. And Lord forbid, man, I looked over there, I got 30 plus. I said, that's got to be somebody local. Well, I guess not too local, but what a whopping signal there. Personal's Jerry on this end. I won't hold you up, but thanks for coming back there.
Okay, Jerry. Well, I tell you what, you're doing a real good job yourself. Are you transmitting on that beam you're talking about right now?
Yes, sir. That's the only thing I have to transmit on. And like I said, I had some friends come over today that monitor this frequency, and they helped me out. We took one antenna down and lowered the other one, and the one I'm talking on is the one we lowered. So, forbid it. It seems like it works. Doesn't matter about height on DX.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, it's amazing sometimes when the conditions are just right. It don't really matter where it's at. It'll work real good for you. Well, you're sounding good up here, Jerry. I don't know what kind of equipment you're transmitting on there, but sounding a whole heap of good in my receive.
Okay, hey, likewise on your end. Yeah, you got real beautiful audio there. This is just an Oyazu FT990, and it's about, let me see, it's about 95 watts. Pretty much, that's about all these things will do, unless you stretch them out a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's really working good for you. Well, I'm actually trying out a new radio here myself, Kenwood 870. I think I'm going to enjoy this little rig. Seems to be doing real good.
Oh, yeah, you'll like it. I I was going to ask you if it was a Kenwood because it, they got that distinct sound to it. Really good frequency response down low for sure. Nice bass to it. Sounds like a broadcast station, I'm here to tell you.
Okay, Jerry. Well, give my friend a shout over there, neighbor of mine, 497.
Okay, if he can pull me out. 497, you got Jerry down here at Cape Coral, Florida.
Hello there, Jerry. We got a good copy on you here. This is 497. I'm just right down the road from old number 7 there. The name is Brandon on this end. Go ahead there, Jerry.
Boy, Brandon, yeah, what a good audio on your end, too. Both of you guys, about the same signal strength, too. I don't know, you guys probably both running flat beams and down south, am I correct?
I'm not sure what Henry's on. I'm on my quad. I'm pointed dead south at you, but yeah, me and Henry's on the same radio. I'm on an 870 as well. That's been modified, and his has been modified too. And we're both running rat gear there, Roger.
Oh, okay. Well, very good. I'm doing a little bit of that myself. I've got another here, a Connex Saturn that I run everything through my computer. And I've had so many responses on AM, and seems like everybody seems to like it. I just haven't got my sideband perfected yet. Do you guys get on that Voodoo audio on that website at all?
Oh yeah. Well, that's what we're doing now. I do the Voodoo audio, and I've gotten Henry there, got him set up there, and he's on his way. He's got a few more pieces of gear he's waiting on to come in. But yes, I know all the Voodoo guys, WZ5Q, Michael and Craig and all them, W5UDX. I've talked to a lot of those guys, and real good bunch of dudes there.
So they're a hoot, aren't they? You wouldn't happen to talk to Eddie, would you? You know Eddie in Texas?
Oh, my God, the Texas redneck. I know Eddie. I like old Eddie, man. He's a good guy. I was talking to Eddie back years ago when he first got started, and he was running a TS2000, and I'm not sure what he's running now. I think a 950 SDX, I believe.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's running. Now, this is funny. I haven't talked to Eddie in a couple of years, but here, about a couple of years ago, we sat here. I'm in Florida right now, but I'm out in Illinois, as well as what Eddie is. And we used to run around a little bit. We're talking 45 years ago. Now, we sat there, we talked for 2 hours, and pretty soon he goes, we hadn't tossed handles around or anything. He says, "Is this Jerry?" I said, "Yeah." And, of course, I'd give him my call. He said, "No, I wasn't using my computer." He said, "This is Eddie. He used to be over from around Ramsey, Illinois." Oh, man, and we started laughing. What a hoot. That guy is something. But, yeah, hey, if you talk to him, tell him you talked to Jerry down here in Florida. He's got my phone number. Tell him to give me a call. I don't have his now, but, yeah, tell him you talked to a guy named JJ. We were from a little town called Effingham, Illinois, and he was about 23 miles away.
Yeah, sure thing there, Jerry. Well, I definitely do that. I've talked to him a few times on, here on 38 lower sideband, and I've talked to him on 10 meters a good bit, and then some of the other ones. But, yeah, I'll definitely, if I hear from him, I haven't heard much out of Texas here lately. Of course, you know, it's wintertime here. We normally get a little bit of Florida, and we normally get up north, up towards Maine, especially in the wintertime, northeast, north, and northwest. But if I hear from him, I'll definitely tell him. I wrote your name down here in the book and circled it. So if I hear from him, I'll let him know to get in touch with you.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you. Man, is he a dandy, I'm telling you. And a couple other guys, I think, just moved down in there to Texas. But I know they all get on about the same frequency. I had it down there. A lot of them 75 meters, but anyway, okay, I'll go sign and say 73s, you guys. Thanks for letting me jump in there. Man, what a whopping signal, both of you guys. I can't believe this with this antenna on the ground. Man, just better leave it where it is. Anyway, all right, 73s up there. Echo Foxtrot 007, Jerry here in South Florida.
All right there, 007, Jerry. Yeah, you're 20 over S9 here in South Carolina, man. Good signal, and you sound good yourself there, sir. 73's from 497. Go ahead there, number 7.
Yeah, Jerry, it might be less work if you leave that antenna where it's at anyway. But, yeah, I'm going to say 73's, good to hear you on the air. Just come on here anytime you hear us in here and give us a shout. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Jerry. 73's, number 7, South Carolina. We're clear.
Well, yeah, believe this. I'm going to turn this thing a little bit. You're on the corner. I can turn it just a tad, otherwise it's going to hit the road of the tower. I moved it just a smidgen right there. That should have. You were just coming off the corner. But anyway, okay. Take care up there in South Carolina. Great. That was the best hookup I've had for a while. So, and we'll see you.
Okay, Jerry. Take care, brother.
I Joe that, Jerry. We definitely will. 73's. Hey, Henry.
Yeah.
Did you mess with your gains any?
I went up on the input 1 notch.
Okay, you might want to knock that back down. You got a little bit of tearing noise in there. I was noticing it while you was talking, and if he's doing that recording, you probably can hear it. Let's knock it down a notch or 2.
Okay. That should have brought it back down about where it needs to be right there.
Okay, did you cut your amp off?
Oh, no.
Okay, I might be pointing the other direction. That might be why. Yeah, it sounds better.
Yeah, I'm all the way around south.
Oh, never mind. That makes sense. Don't just leave your bean to the south. That's fine. I got mine to the south too. When you come in there, it was like it was wanting to tear just a hair, and that's why I was kind of like, he's made an adjustment.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to be careful with the gains on this thing till we get that virtualizer in line and that EQ.
That's right.
Yeah, Jerry was sounding good too. Sounded like a local. That's something with his beam on the ground, right?
Oh man, he was he come in there when I was kind of towards the east, and I was kind of twerking it back twerking. I guess is that a word? Can I say that on radio, twerking? But I was kind of southeast, I guess, and I said, hey, let me go due south, and I went due south, and golly, he come in over 20 over on me.
Yeah. I don't know if he's still in there, but Jerry, if you're still listening, you may what am I trying to say here? I had one of them moments. But anyway, there's a Videogate running, and it'll be posted on YouTube before the night's over with. So it'll be something you can look back on and say, hey, that's the weekend I was working on my antenna and my rotor there, right?
All right. Well, I appreciate that. What will that be under on YouTube?
That'll be 121 Lakeside. That's all one word, 121 Lakeside. Oh gosh, what is it now? 121 Lakeside. What? Go ahead and finish me out there, Brandon. I done lost it.
Yeah, Jerry, it'll be like you said, 121 Lakeside, all one letter, no spaces. That 121 Lakeside, all one thing, and then do a space, and then a capital S and a capital C. That's all you got to type in in YouTube on the search.
Okay. Yeah, just like 121 space South SC South Carolina.
You got to do 121 Lakeside, 121 Lakeside, then do a space, and then a capital S and a capital C.
Okay. Yeah, well, I had that down. All right. We got it all there. We'll try to look that up at the end of the evening there. Thank you, guys. Boy, that'd be cool as all heck. Cool bean, dude. I'm telling you. Thanks again.
Hi, Joe there, Jerry. Yeah, he's that's a local guy here. He's making a few recordings there. He did one of us earlier, and he did one earlier than that, but he's doing one now. I think he did some adjusting on that radio he's using, and so he should be on there probably another 30 minutes or so.
Oh, okay. Oh, so he's already done the gate on it then, right?
No, it's recording right now. He's recording right now.
Okay. Well, that's cool. We'll sure dial that in. I always kind of like to listen to give you an idea where you need to tweak and what you have to do on the next go around, if you know what I mean.
Right, Joe, there, Jerry. All right, man. 73s, and come holler us anytime. We normally hang out on 3/8. So, but if you hear us, give us a shout.
Okay. Excellent. Sure will. Thanks again. Echo Foxtrot 007, QRT.
73s.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah, that's fine. I knew what you was getting at.
I just lost it. I don't know what happened. Kelly walked in here, the dog came in, and I lost my train of thought.
You got that, you suffer from that CRS, I think, right?
I got something. I kind of thought Jerry might still be in there listening, being as he said he was out there in the shop working. So I just kind of wanted to let him know, maybe he could look that up and listen to it.
That's right. Yeah, I guess 121's got that thing. It was cool, the way he had it recording. Excuse me, but I just said, it sounded like it was a little high in frequency for some reason, like it was pitched kind of high. But I think he said he was gonna do adjustment on it or something.
Well, I'm sure it's hard to get it just dead on that program on that computer. It wasn't too far off though. But yeah, I heard what you was talking about.
Yeah. I think he said he was on try. Yeah, it's pretty hard to set up a darn recorder sometimes and get everything. 3 or 4 guys on one frequency all on the same page.
Yeah, I was surprised that anybody else came up here. We moved away from 38 there a good bit, but yeah, that's good. I've tried to get to them guys down in Florida a good bit sometimes, and I can't make it. So it's kind of nice when the conditions let us get down there.
That's right, exactly right. I got a lot of scratching going on in there. I don't know what it is. It's somebody on adjacent frequency or something is causing some QRM or something.
Yeah, I just started picking it up here as well.
I had to narrow up my bandwidth a little bit.
Computer like Live Professor or Pro Tools or anything like that?
You talking about on the audio?
Yeah, QSL.
Oh, no. I have used Pro Tools before, but I used it for recording and playback only. No, I'm running all Behringer rack gear here, and so is Henry there. He's running all Behringer gear as well.
I just wondered because on my AM, I've been using this Live Professor, and it turned out really good. It's kind of neat. I was kind of getting bored with radio until I got into hi-fi audio.
Yeah, right, Joe, man. Well, like I said, that's what I told Henry. The voodoo, hi-fi, whatever it is, it's a hobby within a hobby, and it can get just as aggravating and cost just as much.
No, it's not for the faint of heart, is it? I tell you, it can get in the pocketbook, but it's still a lot of fun. You're not forced into it. Okay, I'm back on the side. You guys are holding rock solid in here.
Thank you, Jerry. You doing the same there, sir. You coming in like gangbusters here.
Okay, thanks again. You fellas carry on.
Yeah, Jerry, I was going to tell you a while ago, I'm just working on a little old 3-element Mako on the flat side here. It's about 30 feet off the ground, right?
Wow. Man, if that's all a guy needs, then that's just expertise. That kid could get him better. Not much wind resistance up there. Just put a simple 3-element flat and be done with it. I'm talking on a 6-flat, but we get a lot of wind down here in Cape Coral, and I think that it might be time to downsize a little bit.
Yeah, I could see where that'd be a problem, with that that kind of boom up in the air down there. Yeah, I'm sure that'd cause some issues.
Yeah, we go back, in the spring goes back to Illinois, we got plenty of wind then too, but in the wintertime we have ice. And I lower it down on a hazer and come home. I never know if it's going to be there or not. But of course, my kids always tell me if something happens, and something usually does. So anyway, so much for that. I'm back out of here again.
Okay, where did you say you was from up north, Illinois?
Little town called Effingham. We're mostly in the southern part of the state, actually about 200 miles south of Chicago. Farming community.
Yeah, I've been through Effingham many times. If I'm not mistaken, they grow a lot of corn up through there.
Oh, yeah, and a whole lot of beans. Yeah, you're not mistaken. Yeah, you probably could have seen my house there. You went by at Interstate 5770 junction. Man, that's a lot of traffic there. I call it Truck Stop City because of all the, I think we got 6, maybe 7 truck stops there now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I've been in quite a few of them. I've been driving a truck now for about 18 years, which I'm not over the road anymore, but been down that road many a times.
Oh yeah. I tried to name it. You might not believe this, but who named the Circle City? And I know you know what that is since you've been out on the road. Well, my brother and I did. We worked for S.J. Groves, and we built that 465 around Indianapolis. And he and I we were in the Mopars and the GTX, and I had a Cornet with the 383, and we always raced from the top side. He'd go around the top, I'd go down the bottom, and we'd go race back to Effingham, which is 134 miles. Oh, man, we had a blast. And we got to calling it the Circle, and we both had radios, and that's how Indy got Circle City. Of course, it's kind of a no-brainer when 465 runs around it.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there's a big Harley shop up there called The Barn, I believe it is.
Oh, yeah, sure is, right at the junction of 5770.
Yeah. I thought I was remembering right on that. Of course, my memory ain't what it used to be, but yeah, I remember that.
That's funny. We have gigs. I'm in the liquor industry up there, and we sponsor about 4 gigs a year out there. And boy, there's people from 5, 6 different states that come for that thing. Them guys ride a long ways and hop on their bikes like they've never had a drop to drink. It's pretty unreal. Yeah, anyway, you know right where we are.
Yeah. Okay, Jerry. I'm going to turn you back over to Brandon, or let Brandon get in there. I know he's chomping at the bit.
Okay, Henry. Yeah, hey, Brandon, I'll get out of here. You guys carry on there. I like listening to you when you talk about that right here. And I'm in a process. I've got this rotor everywhere, grease all over me. If you've ever taken one apart, you know what it is. So I better get back to that. You guys have a good one.
I drove that, Jerry. No problem, man. Yeah, we just sitting over here just jaw jacking about really nothing. I'm glad somebody else come in there. But yeah, you talking about taking those old rotors apart? I got a CDE over here I've worked on, and yeah, you can have a mess on your hands if you don't know what you're doing, and be nasty at the same time there, man.
Heck yeah, that's what I got going. I've done a lot of these. I've done the M4s. The guy who used to do them, I lost him, and he did it for a business, and I'm just doing it for a hobby. But I got to get this thing working, otherwise I'm going to have to get a new one out of the box. Hate to do that, but this salt air down here will tear up an anvil. I'm not joking. This Orado air comes through here and just eats us alive. But you guys get back after it. Like I said, this mic I got on here don't have box, and I'm going to have grease everywhere. So I'm going to get back to it, and I'll see you. We're listening.
Joe there, Jerry. Yeah, I know Norm, he used to do that old Norm. He did Norm's Rotor Repair Service and stuff like that. And I'm trying to think where he's located. I've done forgot now, but he does pretty good work. But yeah, you're right. If you can do it yourself, man, save $1 or $2. Do it yourself. But anyways, you sounding good, Jerry. You still got a good signal. You holding in here solid S9 to anywhere between S9 to 20 over.
Good. You guys do it likewise here. Man, that's good. Just like Ma Bell. I'm surprised some of my other buddies haven't been in here. They monitor this one all the time, but with this thing on the ground, I may not be able to hear them because the antenna's pointed northwest. So they may be in here. If you hear them there, go back to them. There's some good ones in here. So from time to time, we'll dial in that 38 and see if we can catch you. Click, click.
All right, there, Jerry. 73s, yeah, catch us down on that 385 anytime. 0497 over here in South Carolina. 73s.
For about the third or fourth time.
About the fourth time.
But that's all good.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
I didn't realize it, but I done messed around and bumped my VFO, and I was off frequency.
Really? I didn't even tell.
Yeah, I locked it. Maybe I won't have to worry about that no more.
Gotta spin the dial. Spin the dial. So you think you're gonna like the 870?
Yeah, I believe so. Gonna take a little bit to get used to operating it, but it's definitely different than the ICOM 745. But yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy this little rig.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, you're about 25 years advanced from the old radio, and there's nothing wrong with that old radio. It's a good radio. It works, But with modern day DSP and it's kind of like having air conditioning and power windows and power locks and air conditioned seats and leather seats and heated seats. It's like a luxury of that DSP.
Kind of like going from a Volkswagen to a Cadillac.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Of course, I had a lot of fun in them old Volkswagens.
Boy I worked with, he built one, put some kind of, he stroked his out, man, and said that son gonna do almost a wheel stand, hit the drag strip. He said it run an eighth of a mile, man, run an 8 mile, like a 7 flat, and that was out of a little Volkswagen Bug.
Yeah, I had an old 73 Super Beetle, and put a Baja kit on it, and old tractor exhaust coming out the back, and had the big mud grips on the back, and just some little small tires on front, and I was in a hunting club at the time down there, and of course in South Mississippi, it was just all dirt roads and mud roads, should I say, or sand, and them guys in them big expensive 4-wheel drives down there, they'd get down there and get stuck when it was raining. I could just go by them in that little Beetle shooting a rooster tail.
I bet so. Big old wide tires on the back of it. There used to be a guy that run around the road up here. He had a had a big old tailpipe stick out the back of it, like a stack off of an 18-wheeler. Had a little flapper on top of it.
It was painted multicolored. It was a cool little car, though.
Yeah, that's the way mine was. It had a little flap on the top of the exhaust. You'd be sitting there idling, and it'd be just ting, 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 ting.
Oh, but I hope 121's getting all this junk.
Oh, I'm sure he is. If he hadn't done got tired and cut it off. Hey, wake up over there, 121.
I'll let you know, I was checking out the MUF map over here, and it's showing it's dipped down towards Florida, and it's coming back up here to South Carolina, so I think that's why we're getting some conditions back towards Florida.
Do you remember the day that Georgia came in here? I don't know if he was in here that day or not. I believe it was one Saturday afternoon. Back in June, I believe it was. And man, Georgia just came booming in here, and that's just something that don't happen for us to be able to talk to Georgia from here in South Carolina. And I mean, they was coming in like gangbusters, and boy, I had a good time. It was probably lasted about 3 hours. I mean, we was just wide open over in Georgia. It was a fun day.
Well, if you remember, back a weekend or two ago when I put the quad up, and I was talking to the guy down in Georgia, what is it, 813 or whatever he goes by, I kept hearing somebody in the background, and Chuck could barely make a noise. And it was some guy over in Alabama. He was at some fort. Not sure what the fort is over there. I can't even remember the military base. I think it is a military base, the way he was talking. But anyways, he was right there near it, over in Alabama. And man, he was coming in. We had backscatter it was just like gangbusters that night. And he come in about a S1, S3. But 813 down in Georgia, man, he was coming in 40 over almost.
Yeah, I heard 813 in there this afternoon. I don't know which way he was pointed. I tried to get down there to him, but man, there was so much QRM in there. I couldn't pull him out of the pile up there, but he was in there doing his thing.
That's right. I think we got a breaker. Go ahead.
I think it's probably Fort Rucker or Fort McMillan. That's the only two that come to mind in Alabama to me.
Yeah, it might have been. I'm trying to think what it was. I got the map here. I guess I could look.
South Fort Rucker and McClellan is up in the northern.
USK.
Go ahead.
521 Tampa Bay, waving ahead.
Hello there, 521 Tampa. Who was the other station to come in there too? What's your number?
RFK 76, Ben, down here in Fort Myers.
Hey there, Ben. Yeah, I'm looking here. You brought that up. I'm looking to see what that was, what the name of that fort was. I'm curious myself.
Well, I dropped a little sweat at both of them, so.
I heard that, so you should know, shouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, I know they're there.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh, that was Fort Payne. It was Fort Payne is what he said. I got it wrote down. I'm not sure what kind of a base Fort Payne is, but he said he was 2 miles outside of the base is what he said. He said he couldn't run a whole lot of power because of, I guess there's an airport there or something.
I couldn't even tell you where that one was at, to be honest with you.
That Fort Payne is in the northeast corner of Alabama, near the Georgia line there.
Yeah, that's up there probably, what is it, east of Decatur?
I think so. I believe you're right.
Up off of Interstate 65.
Okay. Uh, 121. If you're in there, you can. I don't know if you've done posted that thing up or not yet. That recording.
Yeah, I'm starting to pick up that static again over here pretty good.
Yeah, me too.